When I heard how this bylaw proposal was discussed in council chambers, it was treated as a benign, practical extension of the tools that bylaw officers have to deal with people who have become a so-called problem. And today we sit outside in an effort to make sure City hears our voices while this bylaw has been passed.
Dozens gathered last night outside of City Hall protesting the new bylaw that prevents people from resting on sidewalks overnight. Katrina Plamondon explains why she's raising her voice.
People without homes are sitting or sleeping on sidewalks not because it's a choice. It's a last resort for them. It's a really complex issue, and I understand the city has a really difficult job in trying to balance the interests of all citizens of Kelowna, and I also understand that poverty is an issue that affects all of us. But rather than making a punitive bylaw that targets and essentially criminalizes homelessness, I think the city could be doing a lot more proactive, compassionate things in both the short term and the long term. I know they have a long-term strategy, but this bylaw is in direct contradiction with the intention and the spirit of what they say they're interested in doing.
Gail Douglas believes that this bylaw is in direct conflict with City Council's adoption of the Housing First model.
Well, they have to do what they said they were going to do and stick with the Housing First initiative. I know a little bit about this because I used to work in homelessness for years and years. And that is the only way that people can become stabilized if they're at first, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The bottom of the pyramid starts with safety, food, air, shelter, all of that. You provide that to somebody, they get an opportunity to stabilize, get some decent food in them, and to be safe, to get over the trauma of being on the street. Then you give them the needed supports to graduate on to the next level.
Mayor Colin Basran defended the bylaw earlier this week, stating, "The purpose of this bylaw is to prevent people from obstructing sidewalks and preventing accessibility for residents." For Kelowna Now, I'm Dylan McCullough.